wonky kind of time, isn't it? We're not just sure when our building is coming down and then the move, and we think about London Community Chaplaincy and their building, they know when the chaplaincy office is coming down. But one of the best things our congregation does is during Advent, we work with London Community Chaplaincy to help those most vulnerable. And it's not really a surprise because 35 years ago, we were instrumental in helping to create it. And so we're aware that in this Advent, we think about the magi and how they might help us. But what do? They help us to help those most vulnerable. Now the Bible tells us about the magi that they brought gifts of gold and frankincense and myrrh. But when we're talking about magi, well, at White Oaks, the magi are the wise women. But still, we honor gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And I'm wondering, has anybody got any gold?
I do.
Of course
Right here.
Of course we do, Bang, but what they really need is stuff they need.
Yeah, practical things, and Reverend Pam Cullen can help us with that. She is the chaplain at the London Community Chaplaincy, where they serve almost 350 families and 800 kids and teens.
Oh.
They need our help.
What do we do first?
What would Jesus do?
Jesus actually was a baby. So what would Mary and Joseph do?
Well, Mary was pregnant, and she and Joseph had to go all the way to Bethlehem, for heaven's sakes.
So what would they do first? I know. A donkey.
Well, or nowadays, it would be a bus.
Do you think it was a wonky donkey?
He had only 3 legs.
And he really, really smelled bad. And he liked country and western music.
I can't imagine being 9 months pregnant and riding on a stinky wonky donkey and listening to country music.
That's why a bus is a better idea.
Yeah.
Do you think London might have some wonky buses? Do they, Katie?
And for families who are struggling, life is really wonky.
Bus tickets can help.
Right, because if you got a young mom and she's got an extra bus ticket,
Yes, she has a safe ride to get perhaps to an appointment or get medication for her child or get groceries, anything that she needs to do.
Right. That bus ticket can seem like a lifesaver.
Well, and when a lifesaver happens in our lives, you can't help but think that God's been part of it. And that's exactly what we think, that God's love is in the items and the gifts that we give to our neighbors who are a bit vulnerable in these times.
So that's where we and you all come together. So next Sunday, bring adult bus tickets. And you know the drill. If you didn't get time to pick up some adult bus tickets, and this isn't, you still got to bring in the regular money to keep the lights on at church. But if you have some extra money that you want to put towards a project this Christmas, there will be little envelopes, and you can put some cash or check in there. Don't forget your envelope for the church. And we always take cash. We're looking forward to seeing you next week with bus tickets. Anyway, they had a wonky donkey riding on their way. They had a wonky donkey